Good afternoon to those who listen. It is November 3rd, 2018, 2:19 p.m. Running a little behind here, but I just wanted to let you know that I got my hearing date for the appeal, and I'll just show you the letter I got. I also got a post on the door saying that I had a certified letter, but they never knocked, so I didn't hear them, so I'll have to go get that, but I think it might just be the same letter. So some more things have happened. I don't know if anybody knew, but I lost my job at Papa John's because of the first meeting I had with my lawyer at Legal Aid, and I tried to get someone to work for me, and I went in to work, got a bunch of people's names and numbers, called, and nobody could take the shift, and they said if I couldn't find anybody to take the shift, I couldn't take off. Well, I had to take off for the it wasn't supposed to be. And then I found out last night that the karaoke had, and afterwards they decided that it was too slow and they're going to cut out Fridays. So I don't have that job no more either. It might be a good thing. It's hard to say it's a good thing, but maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's part of God's will, because now I have time to concentrate on getting my case ready for this hearing. So let's go over to that. I want to show you something really fast too, but I saw the Schumann resonance was really spiking today and yesterday, mainly yesterday, like last night sometime. Come on. And there was this huge area of spikes. Like, wow. I don't know if there's any earthquakes, but maybe it's affecting people's moods and how people feel, because I've just been emotionally drained lately. With everything going on, I got other stuff I got to do too. I have to help my mom with her taxes for some reason. The government is saying she never filed for 2015, which is crazy. I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense to me. I know we did file it because me and my sister have been doing it for her all these years. And we're having a problem with that. And that one's time sensitive too. Okay, so here's what I did. I took a couple pictures of the letter and put it into a slideshow, which is, I only took 2 pictures, just because you have to have at least 2 pictures to put it into a slideshow. And I put it over, just made a private video of it, so you can see it if it ever works. Come on now. And I got something else to discuss about that, about the letter that I got and where it came from, because it came from somewhere separate than where I'm actually going for the hearing. What in the heck is happening? Come on. Wow. Come on. Okay. Now let's hopefully I can pause it. Okay, so I got my appeal hearing November 14th, which is a Wednesday. Stop. So they're blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. So there's my official letter that I received in the mail. I still got another letter, which I think is going to be the exact same thing. And it's just telling me when and where it is, and it says, do not be late, or you can be skipped. So I'm sure I'm really early. I'm going to be late for that. So then I thought, okay, now, for some reason, this letter came from I got it on here. It came from Hopkins and Hubert. Huber, come on. Hopkins and Huber, attorneys at law. It's a separate from the city, and it doesn't make any sense why this place is calling. They're also based in Des Moines and Adel, and then the Quad Cities. And I was like, why letter when it should be coming from the city? Sense to me. They have a thing where it says mediation lawyers. That's what they need to do, just mediate this stupid thing. Come on. I'm just trying to get out of this. But I don't know why this is there. Why this letter came from them, not the city. Doesn't make any sense to me. But there's that, and I'm going to be busy getting my evidence ready for this hearing. So I'm probably not going to be doing a lot of videos. I have a lot of days in review that I have to do too. I'm way far behind, and right now it's so cloudy you can't see the sun or the moon, and I was waiting for the moon early this morning, and I never saw it. But it's been coming out really early in the morning, like it was like 2:40 in the morning for me, but I wouldn't see it probably till like 3:30, and I fell asleep. But it's been so cloudy that they haven't been able to get any videos anyway. And I really wanted to get the moon because the moon's been kind of really acting funny lately, and seeing where it actually was positioned in the sky. Yesterday, the sun was like really far over to the south, and it was, to me, it seemed like it was way too low in the sky. I don't know if you guys think about that, but well, this one I want to just keep to this. So, appeal hearing is coming, and I'm decided that I don't think it's worth it to get the lawyers, so I'm going to call them and say, due to your incompetence and lack of faith in my evidence, I decided that I'm going to represent myself. So, on them, I can't believe it. Yeah, I'm really starting to think that, yeah, a lot of people are saying that legal aid is a government agency, and then they're fighting against another government agency. They're not going to want to fight against themselves. So I'm probably going to do this by myself. The main thing in this whole thing is, and I thank Starflower for this. She's been helping me out, and there's been lots of other people helping out too. And I thank everybody for any help that you've been doing, whether it's actual advice about the legal stuff or just prayers. Prayers are definitely appreciated and definitely welcome. So please say prayer for my situation. And all I pray, I'm not praying to win. I'm not praying to win a lot of money. I'm just praying that God's will be done. And I'm praying that I just get what's fair. And that's all I care about. So if you can help out with praying, please pray. If you have any advice, please put that in the comments too. But Starflower was saying she's all I should have to do is put in some documents in my evidence, mold and what mold can do and how mold affects people differently. You know, the mold that was in my apartment, there could be 100 other people that it never affects, but one person it does. So it doesn't matter what kind of mold or how much of the mold there is, it can affect people in different ways, and especially if you're allergic to it. So if you're allergic to mold, you know, you can be exposed to just a little bit that can trigger an attack, while a healthy person doesn't even affect them at all. So I got to present that as evidence. That's going to be the main evidence, and the fact that they screwed up and they totally both broke the law. I did what was in that letter, and you can go back on that too. I got all my apartment videos that relate to my apartment and sickness and mold all in a playlist called Apartment. And there's 95 in there now, and this is going to be 96. And I know they're not going to have time to review all that evidence, you know, for my videos, so I'm going to have to condense it into picture form and stuff like that. So it's going to be a rough road, but I thank everybody for helping and for your well wishes and your prayers. Thank you so much. And I would think that any judge that has common sense can see through this, and, you know, knowing that they broke the law on they said they were going to honor that, and they didn't. And then since I had to move out, and even though I still had paid the rent through the whole month, I get kicked off of Section 8, terminated from Section 8, even before the end of October, which I still legally had the apartment. So they both broke the law. So I'm sure the judge will see through that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. God bless.